I just killed him.
We are on time today. I am Tony, and this is
Joel.
Joel.
I'm Joel.
Hey, just real
My
fast.
friends call me Joel.
Just real fast. You did a bang up job last week. And this is like part 2 called Crazy Train, but you did a bang up job doing it solo last week while I was away.
Yeah! Oh, sorry.
Having a procedure.
Yes.
That have to do with my bottom half. Anyways, it was awesome. I put it out there. There you go. Hey, I had to tell you, if any of you guys had to go get a colonoscopy, go do it. It's the best sleep in the world.
You brought clarification.
Okay. I had to say it after that. You guys, man, we're going to be talking about some subjects today. Should we just jump into it? But before we do that, you want to say anything real fast?
Hi.
Joel's doing, last week he did part 1 of Freedoms. And this part 2 is, as he said last week, is a little bit of a rant. But I'm not going to be doing a rant on my own because we're going to have a special guest named Valerie, which her introductions don't even need introductions. But Joel's going to be doing that in a little bit.
Yes.
So like, share...
I'll be surprised.
Right?
Yes.
So like, share, subscribe. Get on there right now. You will not want to miss it. Check out the BS Project too, by the way. Look, everybody's talking about it. You know what everybody's talking about?
Ridiculous.
The ridiculous. And you know what the ridiculous is? That we took our minds off of what's going on in Ukraine. We took our minds off of what's going on with Hunter Biden. We took our minds off of, like, basically the world and focused it on Hollywood.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. He's probably sleepy. Well, I got to tell you something.
He was awake for this one.
I got to tell you. No, he was not awake for this one. So one of the press secretaries, I'm going to tell you, one of the press secretaries asked during a press secretary meeting if Biden had anything to weigh in on the dispute between, guess what his name is? Chris Rock and Mr. Yes. Yeah, Chris Rock and this guy. And you saw him right there, the slap held around the world, which you'll be seeing in a second. But one of the guys I heard last night said, you know, Biden doesn't have anything to weigh in because he's in bed by 6. His dentures are actually in the cup by 5. So his dentures in the cup by 5. Sundowning, right? So he didn't see it. Like many other people didn't see it because the Oscars are kind of irrelevant. But a lot of people saw what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock right after it happened. So the ratings went up after the fact.
Some people think it was actually staged.
Some people actually think it's staged. What did you hear so far?
Well, I heard it was staged, and I saw some apology letters that came out and stuff. And
I sent you an apology letter. The only real one is from Will Smith?
Yeah, well, the real one's from Will Smith, even though there's a couple out there. And I'm going to read it to you as soon as the app stops crashing on me.
Well, while you're putting that up there, this was the 96th, I believe, Academy Awards. And basically there was a dispute, and everybody's heard about it already. I didn't know that his wife had alopecia. That's, did I say that right? Yeah, alopecia. And that's when you lose your alopecia. That's
alopecia.
Alopecia. Thank you for my earpiece right there. And I didn't know she had that, and I didn't know that it created hair loss. So, of course, we are not at all saying it's okay to make fun of a person's, disability. However, there's a lot of nuance to this story, and I don't even want to get into it until you tell me.
Well, yeah. So basically, obviously, she has alopecia, but they've been in the industry for a very long time. So obviously, they know each other. They had some sort of connection to it, and he's been roasting her for the last 3 years. I mean,
but not about her hair loss, was it?
No. And
okay.
You shouldn't. I get not making fun of.
Well, I was actually making another point. He had been roasting them for quite a long time, since 2016, probably even before that, right?
Yeah, he said more than 3 years.
But let's be real. That whole family kind of put their stuff out there before.
More than you know.
They roasted themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
But of course, should we show the video before we read the apology letter?
Show the video.
Okay, so
for those of you that don't think it's real.
Before we show it, we went through Backwoods Brothers and our investigative team of all 5 million people of us, or myself, went through and we analyzed the video and we created something to help you guys. For all those who think they may have been fake and all this other stuff that's coming out there, see if you still have the same opinion after this video.
Oh, wow! Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was real. And so, of course, Will did put out an apology letter.
But before you get to that apology letter, this is the first time I watched that without sound, and you could tell. I mean, I wasn't talking about the slap. The slap, yeah, it looked real to me, but he got all thuggish. He was like, you could see, you couldn't hear him, but that head was nodding. He was like, keep her name out of your blinking mouth. Keep your name. That was a little thug-like. He got a little thug-like.
He was the only one thug-like.
Even Will's mother said that was not like him. Yeah. There was an interview of his mother, and mom goes, I have never seen him that way before. I'm like, are you lying for him, or is there really something there? But no one's ever. I mean, Fresh Prince, he was always soft-spoken and things like that, but something really snapped for him.
He spent a little too much time in, what were those cop movies he was in?
Bad Boys? He was in Bad Boys. That was a bad boy move! 1 and 2. 1 and 2 with Martin Lawrence?
Yeah. He's rehearsed for level 3.
But actually, I like the voice of reason. Denzel. Denzel came up to him, went after the slap, and he said, hey, you know what? When you're this high, the devil wants to knock you down. And I don't know if he was speaking to his ego or whatever that was, but there was something there. But there's a lot of speculation on why he wasn't taken out or removed. And so why don't you go ahead and read that apology? But we know that the other side of that, which was Chris Rock's response, was fake news, right?
Exactly. So there was some article, you can look up and Google it yourself. But yeah, the one that was for Chris Rock was actually found to be fake, and there's a lot of misspellings and things like that in there. But the one for Will says, violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke at Jay's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, and all the attendees and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will.
I like the last part of "I'm a work in progress." Sincerely, Will. That was cool. But I was talking to you the night. I think I sent it to you, and I think you asked Brandy, or Brandy asked you, how would you respond to her or with her?
My immediate reaction, was much different than what I have now.
Okay, but why don't you say what your immediate action was, manly man? By the way, manly man, you have that beard. I want to try to figure out how in the hell do you grow a beard like yours?
I'll give you the secrets here in a second.
All right.
But but yes, my immediate reaction was, oh man, if you and someone insulted your disability, I'd probably pop up and knock them upside the head too. That was my immediate reaction.
Would you slap them or would you knock them out?
I'd probably knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
Just a cobra strike on the throat.
Yep. Judo chop. Yep. So, brother, you said that. You said that you would. By the way, I want really that beard. I wish I had a beard like that. But show me your secret later. Look, every man around the world probably understood why that happened.
Secret juice.
What are you giving me secret juice?
Secret juice. Oh,
what is this?
It's the secret juice of the beard. What are you doing? Don't tell anybody.
Wait,
it's the secret juice.
Let's see.
Let's splash some of that on there. There you go.
Wow.
You're supposed to cut the commercial.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to wait. We're going to see what happens. So, I was just wondering, there's a lot of accusation about whether he assaulted him. Everybody says he assaulted him, but I talked to a police officer, which I won't mention his name, and I'm sorry, against the rules, I'm not supposed to have my cell phone, but I did want to tell you specifically what this officer said. This officer said that actually, because it was a slap, but possibly didn't leave a mark, it was harassment or unwanted physical contact. If you guys think it's something, if it was assault or harassment of unwanted contact, then you let me know, guys. But that's what they say. That's what they say. I didn't tell you that I found that out, but I talked to an officer friend of mine that said, it's a little different, because he said assault with the intent to harm would be if I push you, you fell over a table, you hit the ground, okay? Mm-hmm. As opposed to push you, but you don't hit anything. But
there's assault, aggravated assault, battery is actually
it's nuanced.
Yeah, battery, from what I understood, from when I went through criminal justice courses, when you actually lay your hands on somebody. Mm-hmm. But assault, it would be the verbal portion of it. So like when he was, basically he was threatening and yelling at him and things from the area, that'd be more of an assault.
When Will was
and the batteries when you actually lay your hands, is what I've always understood. But I think it's maybe different codes in different areas.
Right. And there's a couple of ways that, I mean, after looking at all of this, we could have handled it. So several ways he could have handled it other than that. But I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, someone here says, honestly, I believe it's all stage.
Someone said that. What do you have to say to that, bro?
I don't know. I mean, I saw it probably 1,000 times in slow motion. I don't think it was a stage. I mean, it would have been really dang good, because you could see the shock in Chris Rock's face. But he's a professional too. He had to try to recompose himself and figure out how to play it off and go from there. But yeah, I don't think he expected it. And the reason why I think he leaned in when he did, like some people thought that maybe he was trying to set himself for it, was because he thought maybe that Will was going to tell him something.
Yeah.
And then by the time he slapped him so quick, I mean, he didn't have time to react.
Well, I'm wondering if, for the people that think it's staged, I have my theories about that too, but the people that think it's staged, I'm wondering why. Like, what for? Why would we go to Hollywood for such an altercation like that to create a diversion? Because of this.
Everybody's talking about the Academy Awards right now.
And that's because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a reason why.
That could be a possibility. Or bring relevance to the Oscars. I don't know. Or boost Will Smith, not Will Smith, but Chris. By the way, Chris Rock's career has elevated since this, by the way. He's selling some of his tickets at his shows for $700 now.
Well, by the way, speaking of elevated, we actually put together a shirt for this.
Did you?
Yes.
Elevate that.
Check this out, guys. It's on our website right now, though. See, pop up the pictures there. See if you. There you go. The slap around the world.
The slap around the world.
I'm not sure what just happened there. See, Will Smith to smack the shit out of me.
Yes.
That is a saying that will never die.
Everybody's gonna want that one.
Let's bring it back up one more time on the front of the shirt. Yeah, man, it's just right across the way, smack right across the street.
Gosh.
Yeah, so that's going to be on the website for a while there. If you guys want to take a look at that,
bro. If you smacked me, and if I had a nice beard, it would be like cushion. Because you had.
Why do you gotta keep this around, man?
Just in case I smack you, and
yeah, exactly. So a couple more things you said, and then we're gonna actually go to take a quick break, and then we have a special guest coming on.
Okay, and I'll say one more thing with this one. She's gonna also weigh in on this. This is not done yet.
So that's why I'm gonna do the breaking news after she comes on, so that way she has a chance to weigh in on it.
Yes.
If only he had the energy defending his marriage. Forget the hair. The sanctity of marriage is more important. Hey,
can we do this real fast? Keep on coming in, because I want to hear Val's take on this too.
Yeah. Actually,
I agree with him.
I'm actually going to save the rest for after.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree that he kind of. I mean, but I think Jada is leading him more than you know.
Possibly.
Jada is leading him by the scruff.
I know that my wife's the boss.
Right.
Yeah. Love you, honey.
All right.
Hey, you know what? So Val is the owner of one of the best pizza places in Oregon, in the Northwest. By far, people absolutely love her. They come from all over the place to get her pizza. We love her pizza. In fact, she brought some to us tonight. Yeah. And so I am loaded. I want to go take a nap now because I'm so full.
I could tell.
I absolutely love her pizza. She's awesome. She's one of our biggest supporters. And she has definitely a heart for the small town. She's been here for a long time. And I'm not going to say any more until she gets back on here so I can watch her blush. Okay. So let's go ahead and watch a quick commercial from her and then bring her on.
Okay. Cool.
back, guys.
Woo!
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness, bro! This stuff really works.
I told you it worked.
Oh, holy
man,
shit!
I told you it worked. Why didn't keep my beard out there?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What is this stuff? Where is this stuff, by the way?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me it's a secret potion.
Secret potion.
Secret potion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, guys? You too can have it.
Just don't ask me what's in it.
I'm not gonna ask you with this. No. So, guys, if you want a beard like this, just talk to Joel. Okay. Hi, Val.
Hi.
Welcome. Okay, so this is our viewers' choice show, and you guys, the audience, chose her. Okay.
Yep.
So
we had multiple private requests.
Multiple.
Yes.
Like you're backed by popular demand.
Oh.
Very popular demand.
Well, do we want to continue the conversation?
Yes, by all means.
Okay.
So we were talking, if you just joined us late for something, we were talking about the slapper around the world with Will Smith and Chris Rock. And I know that we were talking about it before the show with you, and you had some pretty interesting insights to that. But but before we showed you a little bit about it, maybe we can show the picture of it, just to get people's refreshing of the slap.
The slap held around the world.
Bam!
Woo! It was like a ninja move. Totally like a ninja move right now.
Anyways, so that was a slap, and then so why don't you share a little bit about what you were telling us before the show?
Well, I found it shocking. I was shocked that he did that at first, and then I was like, was this for real? I mean, did this really happen? It's just, he lost control, self-control completely. And Chris probably shouldn't have said what he said, but he's also a comedian. And, he's a comedian. He makes jokes about people and all the time. And and another thing that I found even almost more shocking was him in the audience screaming and yelling at Chris. That was really disturbing to me too. It's like, this just doesn't seem like Will. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, you already walked up on national television and smacked the shit out of Chris. Did you sort of yell at him too?
Yeah, and then and not just once. He stops and then he starts up again.
Well, Chris looks like the professional one out of the whole bunch.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want to ask you, as a woman, we have this thing of we defend men we defend women. We defend women. And so, as I was talking to Joel about this, our natural propensity would be to cheer Will on because he's doing the right thing by his wife. What do you think?
I don't think that was the right thing. Mm-hmm. I think that if I was in Jada's shoes and Will was my husband and he did that, I think I would have been shocked. I would not have wanted him to do that. If anything, I would, maybe after the show's over, go up and, confront him then, and maybe if anything, I mean, slap him then.
Slap him then. Slap down then.
Yeah, it was just. It's just, the whole thing was just too bizarre.
He was all over the map, though, because he was laughing. I guess
Right.
His wife gave him a little look. He got up there, got mad, yelled, and then he was crying at his acceptance speech, which would have been a great time to address that. But then I guess after he got down, he went to a party and started dancing. I mean, the man was like up and down all afternoon.
Exactly. And then another thing I have to say about Jada, I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And she has choices to, she rocks her baldness. There's no doubt about that. But she also has choices to wear wigs and beautiful scarves and whatever. And so, she's a strong woman. And I don't know. I don't know if she was embarrassed over it or whatever, but I mean, he's a comedian. People, come on.
I guess I understood immediately afterward. I mean, but there's a longer history of there. Like you said, he had been making jokes and cracks for 2016, and it was a simple G.I. Jane joke. I mean, it wasn't too crazy,
no.
And so it wasn't that far out of the crazy side of things. Chris Rock said he didn't know that she had alopecia, that's questionable.
Right.
But I was watching Joe Rogan today. I was watching some of the people talk about it a little bit there, and I had to stand on the ground where it was extremely unprofessional. And the proper thing would have been is afterward, he comes down, you have a conversation with him. He's been working with a guy for God knows how many years now.
Right.
Have a conversation and say, hey, that wasn't cool, man. You crossed the line. You shouldn't go there. This is a story. And then try to settle like professional or settle like two men would not slapping the shit out of somebody on national television. Yeah. But I get the immediate response that I had there.
I have a question for both of you.
Yeah.
Both. What do you think about the Academy? What do you think about the awards staff and how they handled it or didn't handle it?
The fact that they said they tried to kick him out, right? Is what
I heard that, but how true is that?
But yeah,
who do you hear that from?
I would say that would play a little bit into their the conspiracy theorists that it was planned, because if it wasn't planned, you think they'd make a better effort to get him out of there. But at the same time, it's Will Smith. He's a VIP, and I guess everybody's a VIP there. I don't know. I really don't know. I think they should have kicked him out if it was real, though.
I do too. I agree with that. It was it just totally out of control.
We'll get to the audience because I'm sure they have some stuff to weigh in too in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me make that. I agree with both of you, but I also agree that if he would have been taken out, I wonder what the headlines would have been.
Yeah.
Can what would the other side say?
Exactly.
What do you think?
No, I don't. I think it was probably a no-win situation. What do you think?
I think no-win situation.
No win?
Yeah.
At least for the Academy people.
Yeah. Black man gets taken out.
Yeah, right. But weren't we talking about that earlier? Didn't somebody get out of control a few years ago?
It was
who was that?
Wine? It was
Kanye.
Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They took him out of there.
They
so
took him out.
So I guess you got a good point
But
there.
it's Kanye, y'all. It's Kanye. One more.
But that's Will Smith too, and I love Will Smith. He's the best.
Everybody knows how I feel about cancel culture. I don't like cancel culture. So here's the other question. Should his Oscar be taken away from him? Should we boycott his movies? What?
No,
he won the Oscar because
I don't think so.
Of the picture he did.
Yes.
I think that's unrelated.
I do too.
I think I'm tired of things being crossed over.
Yeah, I think so too. I think no.
Yeah.
If he would have slapped somebody he was working with or something like that during that scene, maybe, or something, but it was an unrelated piece.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah,
I think maybe he should be invited to the Oscars next year as a punishment.
Well, I'm about not cancel culture. I'm about consequence culture. So as a consequence, yes, but not cancel.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I agree.
And no, but I do hear he's got to move to Bel Air now.
with his auntie and uncle?
Yeah, because he got in one little fight and his mom got scared.
One little fight? Was it in front of millions of people?
Yeah. So real quick, we have some comments from the guest here. I'm the guest, our viewers. Another side of this is this is Will Smith's only Oscar in 30 years. And there are a lot in Hollywood that would have been trying to bring him down and keep him from the accolades as well.
Well, it looks like I don't have your comments, but that's okay. You keep reading.
Yeah, yours aren't. It's not.
Yeah,
working.
it's not working. So that's okay. Show must go on.
Yes. Mm-hmm. For ratings, Oscars have tanked because of the woke culture.
Yep.
So another one says the Oscars ratings went down, so they need to get ratings so that the celebrities were all in on it to get more ratings. I don't believe it was real. All these woke celebrities like to make a charade.
They do.
Yeah, I will say we aren't talking about some of the big things right now.
We're not talking about the big things right now, are we?
No, we're not.
No. We're talking about who,
And I know so many people that every year would watch the Oscars, and they're not watching them anymore.
Yeah.
Definitely. So,
will you be watching next year?
No.
See if there's another slap.
Unless there's a huge change.
I didn't watch the Oscars since I was a kid when my mom and dad watched it.
I thought that was an old people's show. Sorry, guys. No.
And viewership dropped to 0. All right, so someone said I agree, Tony. She is leading it.
Yep.
So,
Yes. Why? The wife
Yeah,
finished.
yeah, exactly.
Because in one interview with him, they were talking about their open marriage, and he actually, he was joking.
But that's after. They had an open marriage after Jada cheated on him
That's right.
with a 27-year-old. And then...
Which she justifies.
Yes.
And says she was exploring herself.
Okay, whatever.
And how Will should jump on board.
Yeah, whatever. No. He's been messed up for years because of her.
But don't mess with her head.
It seems like more
But they
public
do have an
figures
open
these days.
marriage now, supposedly.
It seems like more public figures these days are jumping on board with the whole open marriage thing.
It is.
Whatever. Why get married? I don't understand it. I don't get it. If you just don't get married.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, Joel.
Rock should have known it was coming. Smith's aggressive body language in his approach was for one. Then this is the comment, by the way. Moving down me here. Then it was his right shoulder dropping, which is clear indication of a hit to come. Rock failed to read the clear warnings and just stood there with his hands behind his back like he was waiting for it. At the very least, he is pissed poor at situational awareness.
Wow. Referring to Chris, right?
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah. But you got to give the guy props. You know what? The left says that black men are known for their aggression. Well, this showed that there was one aggressive black man and there was a non-aggressive black man.
There you go.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's like the yin
That's
and yang.
ridiculous. That statement is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
It's never about the color of your skin.
Thank
it's
you.
about the content of your character.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
All day.
All day long.
All day.
Yep.
So, hi everyone. How are y'all doing? Hello to whoever said that.
Hi.
Valerie!
So,
Broski, go ahead.
Yeah. So Val, we'll get some more of these comments here in a second because there's a lot of them in here. We're gonna be on that all day if we keep on those. So Val, we are excited to really have you back on because we've had lots of conversations off and on about many different things over the course of the last years, and you've always had so many good things to say.
Before you say that, was it real fast?
Yeah.
You know what? I love this beer. Just want to say that, guys. Go ahead. Sorry, Brian. He's like, I'm going to kill you after the show. I love this beer.
I'm like, what did I forget?
Did I ever tell you I love this beer? Okay,
So
go.
funny.
Yes. He's just excited because his beer before was so small. Now he's finally caught up with me.
I'm a real boy.
He had small beard syndrome.
Small beer. Sorry, bro. Go ahead. I always derail the show.
He's completely. You know what's going on at this point.
Oh.
Well, hey, we'll just go with breaking news, right?
Oh!
We'll just jump right into that since we broke up the show anyway.
There you go. What's your breaking news, bro?
Don't say gay bill.
Oh boy.
Stirring up the everybody, right? Oh wait, it doesn't say anything about gay in the bill at all anywhere, by the way.
I was looking for it. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, I know. And if you want to keep reading it yourself, I'll actually put the link in the description here this time so they can read it.
Yeah, just in real context, this is Florida, what we're talking about, and DeSanchez. And I heard you guys, or I don't know about you, Val, but I heard the Lick Keys going, this governor for president. This governor for president. Is that true?
I've heard he might be running, but it could be rumor. I don't know. It could be rumor, but I'd be interested to see if he would.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, the guy's got some cojones on him.
Yes, he
does.
does.
He seems to have a good head on his shoulder.
Swimming upstream.
The consensus of the bill is simple like this. It brings rights back to the parents that kids can't indoctrinate. I mean, can't talk to kids about sexual stuff before they're in third grade.
Kids can't talk to
Third
kids.
grade?
No, the schools can't talk to kids.
Schools can't talk to
Wait
kids.
a minute. That's still too young after third grade. So you can talk about sexual content to children third, fourth, and fifth grade? Really? No. I would have put it at sixth and seventh grade, but also I wouldn't be allowing what they're talking about in
exactly. Leave that shit to the parents. Make
Absolutely.
it an opt-in program. I mean, it should be an opt-in program. Anything like that that's not like reading, writing, arithmetic, basic biology, things like that you should be learning in school.
Anatomy.
Yeah, those simple things.
Yes.
That should be an opt-in program.
Amen.
So, and that's that's kind of what the bill isn't necessarily saying it's an opt-in program, but it's saying, hey, it's parents' choice to not have the schools do that, and the parents have the choice of what they want to do there.
So how did it go from parents' choice to don't say gay? Because it sounds like they're really kind of, I don't know if it calls gaslighting, maybe?
Yeah, I say you call the media.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're two different things.
One of the arguments is that there are a lot of teachers are saying that what about free speech? We have free speech to say what we want to say. Well, actually,
that the teachers have free speech.
They have free speech outside of the school.
Outside the school,
but in the school they have limited First Amendment.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
Exactly right. And that's actually what the Supreme Court has talked about.
As a school teacher that I was a long time ago, I taught to the curriculum. If I had a story that was an anecdote, I always left it censored. I took out all opinion. I even transferred some of the names so it wouldn't actually be pointed back to me. Mm-hmm. And this was in high school. I did that.
Okay.
So it's not my time to share my opinion. I'm supposed to teach you how to think, not teach you what to think.
Exactly.
Amen.
Now,
there you go.
Let's be clear. It stops the schools and the teachers from talking about it. It doesn't stop the students from talking about it because they can't. So if the students want to talk about it,
students talk.
They talk about all.
But I don't think that kindergartens and third graders are going to be talking about this stuff that they're talking about teaching.
No, boys still don't know what to do with girls.
Hello.
Like, oh my God, cooties.
Hey,
cooties.
Hey, I was at least 8 when I started liking girls.
You were an early bloomer.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I didn't say they liked me.
But I got to tell you, we're talking to different generations, though. We're talking to different generations. This generation, at your child's age, they're already exposed to so much stuff through social media.
It's just ridiculous.
So, well, see, that's the deal too. The social media. I mean, there's it's scary and sad. That's why parents have to really monitor absolutely everything their children do on computers and whatever. Because I mean, they could be on it and obviously and not even know and push the wrong button and porno can come up on there.
I know. It's so sad.
It's just really sad.
So there's got to be some innocence somewhere incubated. And why not in school?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Let the schools focus on what they're there for.
Well,
they're already failing in that area.
And their little brains, their little minds, they can't handle that stuff. They don't, it's... No.
Let kids be kids.
Reading, thank you. Reading, writing, that's not what...
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's not...
Well, you know why the leftists have such a pissy fit about this, right? Because there's 15 proposals in 9 states to actually have them do the same thing. It's picking up and starting to catch in other states right now. Like a bill in Kansas would make it a misdemeanor for any teacher who uses materials depicting homosexuality in any way, not just a depiction of sexual explicit or celebratory. So Tennessee actually has a bill coming out that would prohibit schools from using any books or instructional materials that mention gay, bisexual, or transgender issues or lifestyles in any ways. That one may be a little bit hard to get through. I have a feeling.
I can't even believe we're talking about
this. Why don't we talk about any relationships, not the types of, but relationships? How to do conflict management? How to do all of those things that are social norms?
There you go.
Safety things like hey, don't get in cars with strangers and things like that.
There you go. Or just how about can we get back to like what I mean? And I've used it so much through my lifetime is seventh or eighth grade? I can't remember. Boys for half the year would go into home economics and they'd learn how to cook and clean and bake. Girls would go into shop and I learned how to splice wires and just work with wood and do all this stuff, and it's stuff that
a trade.
It's a trade. It's something that you use in life.
Yes, exactly. When I was in shop
class, there's no more home economics. It hasn't been for years, right?
I think they actually might. I think they have one here, don't they?
I don't know if they do. I would love it. I
know
hope they did.
What's that?
They used to have welding.
No, they got rid of that.
They got rid of welding?
They did.
Yeah, they kept like a computer class or something instead.
Here in Estacada, by the way.
Yes.
But I remember when if I hadn't gone to shop class, I never really learned how to strip a wire with a beer topper.
Really?
Hey, how did that happen?
What?
What you guys doing?
Huh?
What the heck? Oh, look, you weren't over there last time, were you? Wait a minute, what's going on?
Val is looking at herself.
Holy cow!
On the
I was like,
screen.
what's going on here?
I forgot when she was here last time, y'all. This is what happens when you invite guests back from way back. We have now gone high tech, y'all, and she's seeing an eagle glow.
You're smoking,
and she's wondering what's happening on the screen.
I was like, wait, did I smoke? No, I'm kidding.
Hey guys, in the studio here, we have a confidence monitor where you can see yourselves and see things.
What's in this bottle?
Yeah, she's like wondering what the
Yeah,
heck
put
is going
something
on.
in here. Wait a minute. Holy cow!
Oh man, you're killing.
Wow, that freaked me out.
You know, since you've been here, we've gone a little bit more high tech.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember
Wow.
the first time we had this. We were standing that. It was right in the beginning of the year.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and we were so in tune. We were dancing in front of the cameras
Oh,
because we were so into what was there. Oh,
Yes.
here's some butterflies, by the way.
I like the butterflies.
But yeah, I mean, oh man, that just threw me off.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Well, you know, part of your show, is foundational patriotism, and that's what our first topic kind of is to talk to you about. Is foundational patriotism. You kind of laid that out.
Yeah. So what I talked about in the last show was a little bit about how the sacrifice of the people that was originally helped build the country, they paid the price for the flag, what the flag symbolizes, what our Constitution symbolizes. And it wasn't just a bunch of white guys who went out there and did sign a bunch of documents for it, but the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the flag and everything on it was paid for in blood, even up to today. It was paid for in blood and still is being for, and it will be paid for in blood to protect that and defend that. And so we're talking about what really got me going on that last week, because I saw a bunch of stuff with stomping on the flag and all those type of things, and it really got me set off. And then this guy had me watch a bunch of patriotic songs and things, and
Really got you.
it got me moving and stuff. So we kind of went through, and I was laying out kind of some of the pieces here, but I didn't really talk about the modern piece of it and kind of some of the things that it's not just people that are paying that price today and going forward, but also what those of us who are citizens of the United States and what our constitutional responsibilities are on top of that, as well as what we can do to help as citizens. I'm no longer in the military now, so citizens to help defend our Constitution.
When you asked me to speak about this last week, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to actually say everything I want to say this show. I'm going to wait till next show because you're on. But what are the things you don't see people stomping on the flag or burning the flag who understand the freedoms that they have. You see ones who are victims. And actually, I pulled off the internet 10 victim mentality sorts of traits. I'm not going to read those to you, but I do want to read not 23. I want to read 6 of the freedoms that we have. 6 of them, starting with the freedom, the right to name a child whatever you want to name them. That's benign. The right to a fair trial. That's a right. A freedom to marry whoever, like we talked about, you want. Okay? Freedom to wear whatever you want. The right to be counted as an equal. And the right to an education, as we just got through talking about. Those are just 6 out of 23 rights. If you understand those rights that are afforded to us in this country, you won't be stepping on the damn flag.
Well, exactly. And I want to add a little bit to that. Those are 6 of 23 that may have been identified in the Constitution or talked about things we know. But according to the 9th Amendment, we actually have an unlimited number of rights. The government's the only one that's limited on those rights.
Come on.
The Constitution.
Can you say that again?
The government is the only one limited by those rights. It says that we shall not be. Let me get the exact wording on that. But basically, we should not be constrained to what's not listed in the Constitution. All rights not listed in the Constitution are inherently ours as citizens of the United States. They're granted to us from God, and that there's only a few named in the Constitution to help lay those particular protections out. But it's because the government's based upon the design of what the government has there, they don't want those stepped on.
Yes.
But the other ones, if they're not identified in the Constitution, doesn't mean we don't have them. That means that the government isn't pertaining to what's in the Constitution towards those rights. We have them. If they're not listed in there, we have them. They're our rights, not the government's.
Val's right to, as a woman, as a career woman, to own a business.
Exactly.
Yes.
For her to jump around in a giant pizza suit.
Yes. Care to explain?
Yeah. No, I just feel very blessed to live in America and be American. I went to some of the rallies down in Salem and stood on the side of open Oregon rallies, you know, when the businesses started getting shut down and stuff like that. And then, so we were on one side, and the other side was, I don't know, there were some Antifas over there, and
I love the way you said that.
There's some Antifas and BLM. Anyway, they were the road was dividing us. Anyway, so there was people on the right, my right and left, and I had my flag, and I had, you know, whatever. I was dressed in red, white, and blue, and doing my thing. And anyway, and I'm looking across the street, and then this guy to the right of me, he says, "Oh hell no, that guy's not going to burn the flag." And I was like, "What?" And I looked up and I looked over, and he says, "He better not do it. He better not do it." Next thing I know, the guy starts burning the flag, and this guy on the right side just flew across the street and just shoved him to the ground and put the burning flag out, and everybody just kind of stood back. I mean, I thought, oh, here we go, you know, it's going to be a big deal. And then, but everybody that was on our side kind of followed behind him, and then once that happened, we just all kind of backed up and went back to the side, and nobody, the Antifa guy or whatever, and BLM, there was no problems whatsoever. I found that quite interesting.
Yeah,
I did. It was like, you know, come on.
Yeah, I find like when you have a group of like-minded patriots and actually step up.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys back down.
Oh yeah, they did. They didn't. They knew better. They absolutely knew better. And there was way more of them than there was of us.
Definitely.
Yeah, and they didn't start their stuff. So, yay! I was impressed with that.
You said something problematic, though. You said there's way more of them than there were of us.
Yes.
I think that's the problem.
Well,
where are the Patriots?
see, that's, you know, and that's another issue that I kind of had. You know, everybody, my friends, they're all, you know, complaining about this and, you know, this happening and this isn't wrong with, you know, Governor Brown closing the businesses and this is against our constitutional rights and da-da-da-da. And then I invite my friends to go with me and to go down to Salem and stuff. And I went down, either 2 or 3 times, I can't remember. And I go down there and none of them show up. It's like, well, here you are complaining and moaning and groaning. Do something about it. You've got to show what you believe in. We have to do this for our children, our grandchildren, their children. I mean, we have to push back.
Don't just talk the talk, walk the walk.
There you go. That's exactly it.
And you know,
absolutely. And I didn't get mad at them, but I'm just like, you know.
I gotta ask a question. Did they have a lot of signs down there when they're down there? Oh, they have a lot of signs.
Who?
When you were down there and presenting
on the conservative side, all of us on the Open Oregon.
Yeah. When you guys were down there presenting, they have a lot of signs and banners. And
yeah. We had lots of flags and.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
Wait, sorry.
Did you have someone good that made those? Because I think Tony knows some pretty good for that.
Well, actually, I do. Whitney Signs happens to make some really nice signs.
Yes.
They are a local business and
love them.
They are fair. They will work with you. They make some pretty damn good signs. I'm actually a recipient of 1 or 2 or 3. So I don't want to just tell you what it's about. I want to show you what it's about. Watch this.
Great window painting. Hi.
Hey, how's it back here.
Good to have you back. Well, there you have it. Whitney Signs. If you are local, they do business in Estacada and surrounding areas. I don't know. I have this beard in my mouth as I'm talking to you. I don't know if they actually do signs across the country, but it would surely be nice to see some of that happen. So if you guys might be interested, then just take I can't talk, guys. Find them on the internet and email them, okay? There you go.
So I have a comment for you real quick that came from somebody.
Yeah.
I wanted to read. Hey, Tony, at least you can grow a beard. I grew a beard for 3 months, and it looked like I forgot to shave that morning.
Oh! Well, if you really think I grew this beard, I'll give this to you. Yes. But no, we're talking about that. Bro, I don't know if you have anything, but
actually, I want to get from some of the comments from our viewers. They have a lot to say, and we've been talking so much that we kind of fell behind a little bit on
okay.
them.
Read a couple.
Human sexuality and its many permutations is the duty of parents, not school teachers.
Amen.
Keep going.
Like Kate Brown's speech the other day, Oregon says gay. That's ridiculous, by the way.
What is it?
She did. She did
what
say
did
that.
She say?
She said that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Kate Brown said, like Kate Brown's speech the other day, Oregon says gay. Like, do you understand what the bill is about, lady?
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's not about that they don't support LGBTQ community. That's it.
So, just in case, Kate Brown decided to counter what was going on, and she put her 2 cents in, and she said, "We're going to say gay here.
We're going to say what?
We're going to say gay here." So, they might not say it in Florida based on the thing, but we're going to say it here. We acknowledge you here. You're welcome here. That's not what they're saying, people. That's not what Florida's saying.
No, not at all.
And that just shows you how much
they just have to twist it. They twist everything.
Yes.
Everything has to get twisted all the time. It's ridiculous.
Ron Perlman is bad-mouthing Ron DeSantis before reading his agenda. Then let them be innocent and agreed is what someone
Let
said.
them be innocent.
Agreed. Okay.
Yep.
Someone said welding is back this year.
Welding is back this year.
Yay!
Get the trades. Get the trades
Yeah,
in.
get the trades back.
Yes.
There you go.
By the Sunset Val, you are the best.
Who said that?
They didn't say.
Oh, thank you.
It's an anonymous.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Patron of her
We
business.
don't normally say the names of who it was.
Okay, that's
unless
fine.
they want us to.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but whoever you are, thank you.
Everybody loves Val. She's awesome.
No, not true.
Well, she's awesome. Yes, that part is true. You are awesome.
You are.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see how far we're catching up here. I haven't got used to the new chairs yet.
I know what I'm donating.
New chairs?
New chairs. They're not very comfortable.
You know what's got me all twisted up? Is the victim mentality.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I said victims are the ones that might stomp on a flag or might say that America hasn't been good to them and they go live in Canada or some other place, or they stay here and just complain. This is what a victim mentality looks like. There's 3 of them. Bad things have happened in the past and they will continue to happen. You may have a victim mentality when you say bad things have happened in the past and they may continue to happen. Val, you may be a victim if others are to blame for your misfortune. Val, you might be a victim if there is no point in trying to make a change because it will not work anyway.
Right.
You might be a
It's
victim.
very, very sad. That's really, really sad.
I know. I mean, you were talking about something along the victim mentality piece there too the other day. How some of the decisions made by Sleepy Joe and our leaders have really started affecting us down the chain. I mean, yeah.
I can't stop.
Except I want to say,
our producer put something up on the screen.
yes, woohoo!
Oh my Lord!
But before Val says what she's going to say, she is not a victim.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to her, I was trying not to talk to you. But if you see yourselves in those things, then you know what? Put it in check. Because as I was reading this, I was actually seeing myself in some of these things.
Can you read? Oh, I really want them to hear that. Can you read that one more time?
The 3?
Yeah, because I think they're good. I really want them to hear that.
Okay. You might be a victim if bad things have happened in the past, and they will continue to happen to you, or at least you have that mindset. You might be a victim if others are to blame for your misfortunes. Okay? You might be a victim if there is no point in trying to make a change because it will not work.
Negative, negative, negative.
Yes.
That's what it all is.
And I know we all battle with that.
We all have had issues all through growing up. I mean, my goodness. You know, I went through a horrible divorce, but you know, and I went through a horrible divorce. It took a lot of hard work to get where I'm at right now. A lot of hard work. But you have to persevere and just, I don't know how to explain that. If you feel like you're a victim, then you're never going to, if you feel like you're a victim, you're never going to get anywhere, period.
If you feel like
in life. If you do think of all those things, you're not going anywhere.
You're trapping yourself in
your own box. Yeah.
You're trapping yourself in your own box.
There you go.
Yep.
Stop limiting
Uh-huh.
yourself.
You said that.
Stop limiting yourself.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's trying to think of what the what's the word mediocrity or what's that word?
Mediocrity.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
GTFOI. That's what I have to say.
GDFOY.
GTFOI. Get the fuck over it.
Get the fuck over it.
Or I love you guys. Oh, well, that's a little
fuck
different.
Your feelings,
fuck your feeling. That I have on my back patio door.
Yes.
I have that. I wouldn't ever put it in the restaurant part because of children.
Yeah.
And I get so many compliments, so don't forget, I need some more of those.
Okay.
That love it doesn't actually say fuck, but it says that that's what it says, your feelings.
F symbol.
How about grow some you know what?
Yes.
Grow some you know what. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I have one that I thought that I heard today. It is if you this is when you're not a victim. This is how you combat victim. I am bigger than my brokenness.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I am bigger than my brokenness.
There you go.
Boom, there you go, guys.
Yes. Yes. Well, and then also, when I have been going through extremely hard times in my life, through the divorce and in the beginning of having my business and that whole mess, I had God, and I put all my faith and trust in God, and He helped me out. He was there for me.
That's it. Your faith.
My faith.
We got
Amen.
lots of messages
Absolutely.
from our,
I could tell you. That's another thing. I could tell you stories that make your hair stand up on your neck and stuff. It's crazy.
Where you were talking about a faith thing that you're having to go through with the economy of your business.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I just through this whole 2 years of COVID and everything. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, a couple times I just go back in my office and put my head down and say, okay, give me strength, Lord, give me strength, because, and I made it through it. And what has it done? It's made me stronger. Mm-hmm. It hasn't made me weaker. It's made me stronger.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you look at the refining process for fire gold, or like when they make metal stronger, they fold it, they put it in fire, they take it out, and they beat it, and then they put it back they cool it, and then they put it back in the fire, and they bring it back out, and they beat it again.
Right.
It's called folding metal.
Right.
And it's like a Japanese sword that you almost can't break. It's possible to break. It's folded 1,000 times and so on.
Yeah.
But it's basically it's cold fire beat, cold fire beat, and kind of the process like that, and that hardens and strengthens the metal, makes it so it can take more and more. And it's a refining process. That's why God talks about running us through the fire.
Yep.
Yes.
He's trying to refine us and make us stronger.
And no rear view mirror thinking.
Rear view mirror thinking.
All the time. All this negative stuff and we all have it in our past. Negative. You don't go back there. You do sometimes, and you talk about with your really close friends or family or whatever, but every time you talk about your negative feelings that have been in the past, you just basically relive all that over again. I mean, it's stressful, and so it's like, don't do that. Just take this day forward and move on. And no rear view mirror thinking.
See, and I like the rear view mirror because I'm not a driver, but you glance at the rear view. You don't gaze at it.
There you
go.
Gaze
at the front.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But I just gotta say, you
one of my
me on.
one of my counselors years ago, or my therapist years ago when I was going through the divorce, she's the one that turned me on to the rearview mirror thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
And she was a Christian counselor, and she was the best.
Wow.
I only had her for a year too, and she ended up moving. But yeah, I learned so much from her.
Joel knows
She's
about
amazing.
driving.
I'm doing a lot of driving. Used to drive for Uber and stuff. We got lots of comments coming in.
I'm sorry.
No. Dude, you're
I'm
our
sorry.
guest. Talk away. Oh,
No, I'm sorry you were driving Uber.
Hey, yeah, that's what she was saying.
Oh man.
There's not one thing he hasn't done, like he's going to be doing right now, is reading the comments. But is there one thing he hasn't done?
Yep, no more vocational classes, but yet I bet they have plenty of money for sports and touchy-feely crybaby woke BS. Wow. Yeah, I'll read that. Yeah, I bet they have plenty of money for sports and touchy-feely crybaby woke BS. God, that kills me. These liberals have removed everything that is most important and valuable to our kids' generation. Couldn't agree more. Pisses me off.
Well, God was the first thing from school.
Yeah.
They removed, and things started going downhill from there. And then the Pledge of Allegiance. Although my daughter, I'm quite proud of her. She teaches. She's first year teaching second grade here at not River Mill, Clackamas River, and they say the Pledge of Allegiance, and a lot of the, I think she said like half of the teachers are saying the Pledge of Allegiance now, and I'm like, really? Wow, awesome. So yeah, they do it like, I think she said they only do it like 2 or 3 times a week, but she's trying to get it to where they do it every day, like we did. We would get in. That's the first thing we did. Remember? First thing we did.
Yep. We stood up, said the Pledge of Allegiance. Yep.
Speaking of that, there's a last line with liberty and justice for all. Isn't that what we're all trying to achieve?
Yes.
Even the woke?
Yeah,
but at the same time, so why would you take something out of that? If you want liberty and justice for all, why would you remove it?
Exactly.
You know,
well, none of it. They don't make any sense.
Yeah.
None of it makes any sense.
didn't we recently ask a question during our BS project on the Pledge of Allegiance?
Mm-hmm.
To the what? What do we? What
Republic.
Do we say? That's one of them. That's one of them.
Yeah. What? Oh, what?
So I pledge allegiance to the
flag
of the
United States
of
America.
Okay. And
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So what are you pledging allegiance to?
The flag.
And
yeah.
Yeah. Would you believe that some people we've asked did not know that?
Yeah.
I was shocked. Weren't you for the BS project?
Well, that's because they're not being taught it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad because it's not their fault, really. If you think about it, it's not their fault. No. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
A quick note.
You know what? If that stuff was still being taught, we would not be where we are today. If it was still being taught, we would not be where we are today.
When you take away identity, that's what you get. You get confusion.
Right. Yep.
So it was our identifier.
Right.
A quick note says that Riley actually says the Pledge of Allegiance in her flag too.
Nice.
Yay!
In her class?
It. Yes.
I love it. You know, and I don't know if that's because we're in Estacada or what. I don't really know what they're doing in Portland schools, and
they say Pledge Allegiance to Antifa. And I don't even know what they say there.
Oh man!
By the way, Kurt, which by the way, everybody keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's recovering, so we're all wishing you a speedy recovery.
Yes, Kurt is a local guy, and we won't say too much, but we had him on our show as our guest before, so definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
God bless you and quick recovery.
And he says he loves the beer, Tony.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you. It's for you, man.
Yeah, nice. So, but yeah, I mean, I think she said something there that I want to reiterate. If we would kept some of the things that we had before, such as Pledge Allegiance and things, we wouldn't be in the same. We wouldn't be where we are today. We kept God in the classroom, and God in our country. Yes. We kept our faith and our allegiance to the flag and to the country, and focus on what we were doing. We wouldn't be where we are today. But everybody got so far off on this bullshit that we're forgetting the core center part of who we are and why we're here. And they don't even teach that shit in school anymore.
Why you fought? So do you guys know the song "My Country 'Tis of Thee"? Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died. Land where the pilgrims cried. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
I don't know it.
I know. I do. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the songs that we used to sing.
Yep.
As Americans.
Yep.
Right?
And when you sang them, you were proud. You're proud.
Another one.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
How about our when we asked a couple BS project times, we asked them to recite or say a few lines of the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't even know what the national anthem is. The title is the Star Spangled Banner. Most people don't even know that.
Yeah.
And most of them couldn't even couldn't even sing the first couple lines.
Like I said,
Yes.
it's not their fault. It's because
no.
it's been taken out of the schools. They're not being taught that.
Yes.
Well,
So parents, teach your kids.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm 50-50 on it's not their fault because yes, they're
Well,
not teaching it in schools.
They're not, but the
And the parents might not
parents,
be teaching it.
there you go.
But the thing
That's
is
true.
that
I didn't think of it that way.
I don't know, but there's a lot of things that my parents didn't teach me, but I had a propensity to want to learn because I wanted to make sure I was being a good citizen and a good person. So I went out. If I wasn't learning it from my parents, I found a mentor or somebody that would teach me the things about America and things like that, or I'd learn it for myself.
What sparked that interest?
It just I guess it was just who I was. I don't know. I've always wanted to just know more, and so I would spend time in the library.
Right,
I would
yeah.
go learn these things because I wanted to be invested in what was here because I cared about what
What's a
was around.
library? No.
We have a beautiful one here.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
Millions of dollars to fix up behind it.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
seriously, you're right, bro. Yes, you're going somewhere with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the whole point is that people have to take responsibility for their own choices or lack of choice or lack of action. It matters. I mean, yes, there's a point of ignorance that comes in there, but at some point, especially with the knowledge today, ignorance is no longer an excuse because you have access to all that knowledge. You just have to have the will and desire to actually go out and fetch it.
Yeah, you're
Stop
right.
taking someone else's word for yourself.
Right.
Do your own critical thinking. But we're all so lazy about
Critical
our
thinking? What's that?
I know.
Well, it's got mixed up with critical
What's
race.
that, huh?
Yes,
Critical race,
Yeah,
critical
I know.
theory, you know.
Well,
It's not the same thing, y'all. It's not the same
I've
thing.
always said that if you let
Yeah.
somebody else, if you take someone else's opinion and you don't take the time to form your own by taking multiple opinions or learning information,
Right.
coming to your own conclusion, if you take someone else's opinion for it,
Critical
then
thinking.
you're letting them think for you, and you surrendered your ability to have your own thoughts.
I love
Yep.
what you said, critical thinking, but I did pull in critical race. You know what's replacing the Star Spangled Banner? Is critical race theory. It's teaching people that America wasn't built on the land of liberty. It was the land of slavery. And it just capitalizes off
Lord.
of all the ills of America. All the ills of America. Don't get me started on that. I'm going to be doing a movie review of a crazy movie later.
We got to film it this week or next week. So
Sure. I'm doing it with Sis, so we have some strong opinions about that.
we'll schedule it in soon so everybody can see what we're talking about. It's important to see that.
It's called, what is it called?
Craziness.
It's called
No.
Craziness. Master. It's called Master.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get that out. If you get a chance to watch it before the review, it might help too.
Yeah, you go ahead and watch it if you want.
Yes, but if not, wait for the review.
Yeah.
So
it's awful.
Our producer Brandy says it's
Yes,
awful.
we will tell you.
Someone here said, I've often wondered if I hang out with like-minded people, or if there are people out there like myself than the media likes to portray, or the more people out there like myself than the media likes to portray. So, yeah, definitely, I'm sure.
Well, it
there's a lot more
depends
people
on
out
what media.
yeah, that's a good point.
You know, what you're
hard to
watching.
pick.
It depends on what you're watching.
Hard to pick.
Yeah.
Yes, like for example, most media didn't want to run the story about the Hunter Biden laptop being actually true.
Of course.
So, here's another comment.
That's why you go to Fox News, or my favorite is Max News.
Yeah.
That's what I watch, Max News now.
Epoch News, and the oh my goodness, the one that's
Epoch
Epoch
and Daily Wire.
Oh yeah, I
Those are
heard
two.
about that one. I want to check that one out.
Yeah.
But I will also read stuff like Channel 8 and those things as well, because I'm trying to get a rounded opinion. And I found out if you check 5 sources, really 3 sources, if you check 5 sources, and you take the commonalities between all 5 of them, you'll find the truth. Because no matter, the media today is biased.
Right. Right.
People they can't seem to leave the biases out of it. Even if it's on the right or the left, they still have really biased.
I know. I totally
So
get
you
it. Well,
take
that's
the
why
facts
every
from
once
5
in a while
sources.
I'll switch when my husband is around, it'll kill me if I do it. No, go to CNN. You know, when something's really happened, go to CNN and see what they're saying. Then flick back to Fox News, and then go to Max News and check it out.
I'm so glad.
And you know, and then, but
I'm so glad
CNN,
you said that.
no.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that. I don't watch CNN, but I like to watch it for the funny factor.
Right.
I do like, and bro always gets me on this one. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm still a guy, and I'm still a guy. I'm still a guy. But I like to watch The View because those ladies crack me up with their woke BS.
Oh my
gosh. And so I get all my fake news from them, and then I compare it to some truth.
There you go.
I mean, even though it's not a news station.
So I got to ask you,
right.
Are you a guy or are you a guy?
I'm still a guy. Hey, by the way, the reason why I'm not reading comments is because I talk too much, and I'm letting Bro do it. Bro, go ahead.
I've tried to fix this tablet. I think I fixed it, but I'm not sure. So.
No, you're good. I'm letting you do it.
That's why you're good at what you do.
We compliment he's the brains on the mouthpiece.
Oh, right. It's the other way around, y'all. We're brothers.
Hey, we're twins.
We're twinsies.
Yeah.
10 years apart, though. Figure that one out. Here's a surefire way.
He's older. I heard that. Go ahead. It's a surefire way
to not be a victim. When you have something, quote unquote, bad happen, look at it as an opportunity to grow for growth. Pick yourself up and never quit.
Amen.
And then I'm adding in GTFOI.
Huh?
Get the fuck over it.
Oh, yeah.
Pick yourself
up
and never quit.
There you go.
It's a good deal. I really do agree with that.
I'm like, huh?
So many people claim victim status or claim I suffer from X, insert here, and they wear it like a badge of honor while seeking sympathy. You may be a victim, but you remain a victim by choice.
Yep.
I remember taking victimology and
you said
and
that.
It's really people don't. What do they want from us? These people that are like that. And what do they want? What do they think we're gonna do? Like give them a bunch of money or do? Or,
say it, girl.
Are we going to give you, what do you want?
Say
money?
It.
What do you want? I mean, come on.
I'm going to let Bro finish that, then I'm going to answer it.
I mean, if you're down and out, I'll feed you. If you're hungry, I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive.
I'm very sad, and I feel like the world's always on me, Val.
Get over it.
Can I ask you that question, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would that? I guess what do you want can be turned into what will satisfy you. There's nothing that you could do to satisfy a perpetual victim.
I don't think so.
There's
That's
nothing.
What I mean.
Reparations will not pay. Let me tell you, reparations. If you're going to pay reparations to me for what my ancestors went through, I will have no value over what you gave me.
Right.
Because I didn't go through it.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
I'll shut up.
No,
I agree.
Perfect.
I very much agree.
Very.
I'm done. I'm walking off the show. Need more ratings. He's
retired right there.
Retired. That's my only good idea.
So many people. Okay, I already said that. Just in breaking news, the Academy is taking disciplinary action against Will Smith that could include expulsion from the Academy.
From the Academy, but he still will he still does that mean he still will receive his reward?
I don't know.
Reward.
I think he gets to keep it.
We'll have to get some more information on that.
I mean,
but,
because I don't think they should take that away from him, but I think he needs to be reprimanded. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love the guy, and he's
40 lashes in the public square.
Look. If it were you or me, or have been some white person, if it were a white person, BLM would be burning down. It happened if it were a white person that went up to slap a black person. Right. Let me tell you what, right now, BLM would be burning down cities or finish burning down Portland.
Finish burning
it happened
down
in California, but they're gonna finish burning down Portland. But anyways, but the other thing about this is if it were you or me, people would be up on that platform protecting him. So privilege. Talk about privilege.
Right.
That's all. And
you know what? That's another thing I wanted to say. I felt embarrassed for Chris. I felt really embarrassed for him because.
I have to agree.
Are you kidding me?
I felt embarrassed for Will.
I mean, that's the. Well, I didn't tell. No, I didn't.
I felt embarrassed
But
for Will.
I did.
I'm so
That's
embarrassed
the
for you.
first reaction that I got. The first feeling I felt is when I was trying to figure out if it was real or not. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
Awkward.
He, to me, came looking like excellence. I used to be a pastor and on platform, and what we were taught was if a baby's crying, if someone's nursing in the front row, you act like you don't even see it.
There you go.
You just keep on going and make it normal.
Just like the mask thing. If you're not wearing a mask and you're working somewhere in a restaurant or whatever, and somebody doesn't have a mask on, just turn your head and walk away.
Yeah.
If
if Joel would have fallen
all these mask police.
Well, right. If Joel would have fallen off the chair, I would just, make sure he's not hurt. But I wouldn't stop. I would try to keep things going as best I could.
Right.
Chris did that. Chris said the show must go on. He is stellar for doing
Yes, he did.
Because if there would be a brawl, yes.
If I fell off the chair, you probably pushed me off the chair.
Yeah.
I don't want to get slapped. I mean, you're a boy, and you're my friend, and you're my friend.
Yes. Hey, we're boys. We're boys.
We're boys.
We're friends.
We're best friends.
You're my boyfriend.
No, ma'am, you can't say that. You can't say that.
No, you can't
say boys.
Not your
Wait
boyfriend.
a minute.
Yeah, no, we're
That's
boys.
getting too confusing.
We're boys. We're
That's
boys.
getting-
We're
You're my
boys.
friend.
And I'm your friend.
My boyfriend.
No, bro. You're not my boyfriend. No, you got to say it like this.
Funny. Real funny.
We're boys.
Yep.
You're my friend.
Yep. Stop.
You're my boyfriend.
No. No. Val, come on in here.
Oh.
Actually, he's my brother. He's my brother.
You gotta watch that one. It's
Oh my
actually
gosh.
on YouTube.
That's
it's really funny.
too cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we were talking about privilege earlier. You mentioned privilege, and I was going to try to steal that for a segue.
Who's privileged?
You know who's privileged?
Who
Not
is
you.
privileged?
Not you.
Do you know who's privileged?
Who?
Ketanji Jackson, the Supreme Court nominee.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
talk about this one.
Oh boy.
I don't know anyone that can sit there and go. But let me ask you. I'm going to ask you the direct question. And throw this at you.
Okay.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? An adult female.
Adult female.
There you go.
Wow. I mean,
Did you need a biologist?
do you have a
What is it-
do you have
what
a
is it-
dictionary
what is a
somewhere?
girl?
You might need a biologist for
What is a girl?
Female.
A young female.
Oh, the young people. There you go. See? But the thing is,
Yeah, she's tripping me out.
I don't get how you can sit there and go, can you tell me what a woman is?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm not a biologist. A 5-year-old could, if you want to know what a girl is and a boy is, there you go, guys. We made a shirt for you. Do you know how fast you were going? I don't know. I'm not a physicist.
You get a ticket just for being dumb. You get a ticket for going fast, and you get a ticket for being dumb. There you go. 2 tickets.
No,
we actually have that for sale on our website, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
For selling website. Check it out.
Yeah. I love it. I love that. That's
Yes.
awesome. Bring a bunch of that. You need to get a bunch of that stuff down, sell it down, and work for you.
Wait. So you're gonna eventually have some of our product for sale down
Yes.
in your store.
Yes, I
So
am.
it'd be a good time to come visit you.
Yep.
And pick up some product at the same time as getting a pizza or a beer,
There you go.
Mhm.
or a pizza and a beer, both.
Yep.
Or one or the other. Play some pool.
Yep.
Somebody tell you.
Play a little pool.
Play a little pool.
Yep.
I'd rather Ketanji be playing pool down there than to be in the Supreme Court. To be honest with you.
Well,
She's gonna get it, though.
I know.
She's gonna get it.
Well, that's the sad part about it all. Everybody seems to me everybody I know and whatever is talking about saying the same stuff about her. But what it is what it is, and
Do you know one thing? I want to talk about Ketanji in a second.
she's
here.
too easy on crime. That's the problem.
Well, that's
with the
really
pedophiles and stuff like that. That freaks.
do.
That's
Tony,
messed up.
doesn't that piss you off?
Like a patriot.
Yeah, it does. And being a pissed off patriot.
Gosh.
I mean, a pissed off patriot.
Yeah.
You gotta share that information. You gotta tell people when you're pissed off.
No, you do. Absolutely.
What better-
We have to have our voices heard. We can't be silenced. We just need to, and don't be afraid to speak up. I mean, that's what they're trying to do.
Well,
they're trying to silence us all, scare us, and
What
they'll burn my house down, or
That
oh my
shirt is
God,
not
they'll burn
silent.
my business down.
Exactly.
Go ahead, burn it down. I don't care. I'm gonna
You got
say.
insurance.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
I'll
I
say
mean,
whatever whatever I feel like.
Right.
Whenever I feel like
Well,
it.
that shirt is saying the same thing.
Exactly. Wouldn't it be good like if you have like a hat or something that said that?
Yep.
Well, we actually happen to have hats. And
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And why don't you guys take a look and see what we have?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for that. We trained Val on how to help us really hype it up.
She's gonna have her own show. We're trying to talk her into.
Yes.
Oh no.
Val's Corner.
No.
As a matter of fact, isn't there a shirt or isn't there a question for Val?
There's a very specific question.
Uh-oh.
Will the salad bar ever come back to the Hitchens?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm having real issues with that. I mean, I know everybody loved my salad bar, but I am very blessed. My business has grown, and I have my walk-in that I have on like 3 days a week. I get three deliveries a week, and there is no room to put the salad bar stuff anymore. I have no room.
You can store it right over here.
Huh?
You can store it right over here.
Oh yeah.
I have no problem with that. I have lots
are you
of room in the
kidding
fridge.
me?
Backwoods roughage.
Besides it being a hassle, but that's not the problem. The problem is storage. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure something out. You know, I know so many people want it back, and I'm working on it. But right now, it's just it just can't work. It's not working. No storage. And well, at first it was COVID, you know, that you couldn't do the buffets and stuff.
Right.
Well, then all your other.
But then what happened? Yeah, but then what happened is I got busier because on the to-goes and all that stuff, so I had to bring more product in. And it's crazy.
I see.
I wish I had a bigger walk-in. If I had a bigger walk-in, I could do it.
But
there's not even a way to build to make the walk-in bigger.
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of a good problem to have, right?
It is a good problem to have.
As compared to
You know, because
Absolutely.
I will tell you that salad bar was a pain in the rear end too. Trying to get just trying to keep it replenished and keep it clean, because you could have one person go through it, or you could have 10 people go through it and leave it just perfect. And you could have one person go through it and just trash it up. Oh, bad.
Don't you know when the parents
or the kids,
the kids come through? Please don't put your hands in my food.
Oh my Lord!
Oh, my Lord.
And of course you'd say, be nice, and the kids, they don't know, but
you lost more food on the floor than you had in your mouth.
Yeah. But then you can train your people and train them, but then you get busy and you're trying to get pizzas out anyway.
Well, the salad bar did help with my diabetes.
Oh, I know.
I know. You want to bring it back by just having it back for the beaties? People?
Well, I might. I'm working on something next door.
A diabetic dish?
No, I'm trying. No, what? You want
diabetic pizza?
Okay, well, I have gluten-free, now.
Oh, I love your gluten-free. Oh, free. Don't even
nice and crunchy and crispy. Yes.
Gluten-free.
I didn't yes.
Gluten-free?
Yeah. Flea.
Gluten-free?
I didn't have gluten-free for years because you get one person a month calling for one, but now everybody's gluten-freed out.
Hey, between me and Sean, we'll get you. We'll order gluten-free stuff. Right.
Well, and also I have a little dinner salad that's, it's nothing like the salad bar, but I do offer salad, and I'm working on possibly some other salads too, but it's a lot of work, and I have to I haven't raised my prices, and I'm really tried to hold back on that, but I just can't. I have to. I can't hold back anymore. Because it's crazy how everything's going up.
This is what you want to say. Yep.
Crazy. Yeah. So.
I mean, everything's
it's not going to be a lot, but I just have to do it, and therefore I've got to do new menus and everything else.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, thanks, Brandon. Jeez.
LJV,
No. Don't you know it? No, it's Putin's fault.
Oh, wait, that's right.
It's Putin's fault.
Have you seen our self-portrait we got?
When you said thanks, Brandon, he goes, yeah.
I like pizza.
You call him, he shows up. There you go.
Hey,
Came out of his bunker
That's
for
hilarious.
just don't sell ice cream there. She might show up.
I was thinking about that too. Bringing ice cream in, soft serve.
Self-serve.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll show up.
Oh my God.
I can sell some ice cream. He'll
geez.
wander off to get his ice cream.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my Lord.
word. Oh.
Oh, how
Yeah,
embarrassing to our country.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so sad, and I went to. It's embarrassing, and then you tell people that you're from Oregon. You know, I went to Boise, and it was like, where are you from? And I was like, I was taught for a
That's
minute. I don't
embarrassing.
say anything. Yeah,
Let's just
that's
change-
embarrassing.
Let's just change the subject.
Yeah.
Let's just talk
I
about
know.
something
Yeah.
else.
You don't want. I say you don't want to know where.
You don't
I'm
want to know
from.
where I'm from. You might send me back. Yeah. We don't want y'all over
Yeah,
here.
oh,
It's
yeah.
like-
Yeah, I said there was a bumper sticker on the back of this car in Boise, it was of the United States. No, or was it just Boise? Yeah, just the Boise, Idaho. Sorry, excuse me, Idaho, and it said no vacancy.
Okay, I do
I
have.
loved it.
I loved it
So
too.
many people are moving there too.
Okay, now you stepped into it though, Miss Val.
Uh-oh.
Too many people are leaving Oregon though.
Oh.
If we,
Yes. No,
like,
no,
we,
see,
we're no
I
better
agree.
than we're no better. Like if we're not gonna stay
Yep.
and change the color
Thank
of
you.
this state,
Amen.
it is time to do that.
Thank you, and that's what I agree. I said we can't let them run us out of here.
No.
We have to stand and fight.
Yes.
Fight. Vote right. Vote.
Yes.
Look at people. Look, people, open up. Wake the hell up and look what's happened to our
Change the
city
color of the
and
state.
everything else. Is any of that good? Really? In your minds, is any of that crap that
Say it,
happened
say it,
down
shit. Yep.
that happened
It's okay.
down in Portland?
Sorry, y'all.
Who thinks
Sorry, not
that's
sorry.
good? You know, it's time for Democrats aren't like they used to be. Democrats weren't so crazy and nutty years ago. They just totally went off the deep end now, and it's time for the Democrats that have any freaking brains to come over to our
Please.
side, please.
Yes.
Please.
There's so many moderates and all the you just you need to just swing over.
Just kind of
Exactly.
swing on over.
Yeah.
See what it'll do. You'll be amazed.
Well, doing the
you'll
Backwoods.
be amazed.
You saw what the one side was. Now let's see what the other side can do.
Well, I
Yeah,
gotta tell you,
yeah.
you know, and they said largely the Democratic Party's black. I'm gonna say it, not African American. We're not African American. We're black. And it used to be that black Republicans were predominant because we were brought up on Republican values of family, values of those things that are really foundational to our party. But what happened was the Democratic Party came in and said, we can do that too, but we're going to give you more. We're going to give you more, and we're going to give you more, we're going to give you more, and now you're totally dependent on us.
Right.
This
right.
is what happened.
Oh,
They believe the
okay,
lie.
yeah.
They believed the lie. They drank the
Believe
Kool-Aid.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
I know Candace talks about that.
Candace talks about
yeah,
that.
a lot.
And Candace
yeah.
gets called a lot of names, by the way.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
And, and I'm going to be one of them too.
What do you
though,
call?
So that's
what
okay too.
Will they call you a Tom or
They
something
call
like
Uncle
that?
Tom.
Uncle
but
Tom.
I tell them if they're going to call me Uncle Tom, call me Mr. Tom or Master Tom. Whatever you want to call me, I don't care what you call me.
Yeah.
Like I don't
and
care
we're
what you call
crackers
me.
and we're all this crap.
feel
It's so
so-
stupid.
I
It's
feel
just
sorry
so
for people's
stupid.
names actually Tom. Like
Right. Well, Karen's too.
Oh, yeah,
Karen's
yeah,
get it
yeah,
bad
yeah.
too, and Kevin's. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
one of our viewers said, and this is kind of what we're talking about here, is the change we want starts at the local level.
Yes,
Yep.
it
Then
does.
county, state, and country. Like
Start
every
going
ta-
to city hall meetings. Start going to
Council.
city hall council meetings.
Like every task in your life, you have to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Brandy says,
Yep.
yes, start locally. Get involved with your local school board, local government.
Absolutely.
Volunteer locally with
Yep.
nonprofits.
I mean, if it,
helping your your neighborhood.
if it's
Stop talking online and
One-
get out
Yep.
there and get involved.
yep,
Kurt-
amen.
Kurt and
Amen.
Kurt, and I only said it twice yet, but Kurt and I are putting our money where our mouth is. We are running for council.
I know,
Yep.
yay! I'm so excited about that.
Joining
Tony.
the ones that are already there.
I'm trying to start. I'm starting to step up a little bit more and doing things. I really enjoyed being on the panel for the new city manager, and I'm so glad that Mulaney got in there. She's awesome. And I that stuff kind of makes me nervous because I've never really been involved in any of that stuff, but I've got 2 people here that I feel very confident in, that if I did choose and started, because that's, like you said, that's where it all starts.
Yes. Local level.
Local level. And so I'm going to try to start doing a lot more of it and be a lot more involved.
Well, I got to ask, speaking of that, I got to ask my brother. Shut me down, though. Shut me down. Talk.
Oh, what?
Hey, I sent you a video today. It was a video. This guy is in front of his girl, and this girl says, hey, it's his girlfriend. The girlfriend says to the guy, hey, if you make this basket, I won't, or if you don't make this basket, no, I'm sorry. He shoots the basket, makes it, and then she says, do it again. And she goes, if you miss, I won't talk to you for a year. Well, you know what he did? He took the ball, bounced it, and kicked it. It didn't even go into the basket. So what does that tell you? She's not going to talk to him for a year.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be quiet now.
Hey, they're still looking for the basketball for Brandy's. By the way, someone says, thanks everyone for all you do in the community, Val.
Yes.
And then someone says,
Thank you, and I need to do more.
Joel ruins it for everyone, LOL. Joel, I'm not sure what I ruined, but I'm sorry.
You're okay,
I was
bud.
trying to read your comments. Yeah. Get off the plantation. And then my thing stopped there. Get off the plantation. In the words of Candace Owens.
Get off the plantation.
Yep.
That's the mindset. That's the victim mindset we talk about.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about that next week more.
Yep.
So, did I say I was going to be quiet?
Hey, you know what? You know what? I value and respect your opinion, brother.
There you go.
Love you, man. Love you,
Love
man.
you, dude.
There you go.
You're awesome, Val.
No, you
put
guys
up with,
are.
You put up with us.
Yes.
No, I love it. You guys are awesome. Just awesome.
my
I'm
goodness.
so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I really
Thank
am.
you.
Very, very proud.
Thank you.
My
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Oh, my boys.
I want to hug. Yes.
Someone said I stopped voting for Democratic stuff sometime during Obama's first term, then officially switched after I voted for Trump. Nice.
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 Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yep,
dun, dun,
yep.
dun.
Nice.
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 Nice, baby. Nice, baby.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Wow,
say, can you
we're
see?
really weird.
Viewership
We're
level.
weird.
Just dropped. You guys need to tune in because we just did that. We just did Macarena
People
too.
are watching us going, wow, those people.
Man,
they're
what are they
really
drinking
weird.
right now?
Yeah. Are they? Is that real?
I promise you
This
this
is
is
actually
grape juice.
vodka. No.
Oh!
Pepsi.
That's it. I promise
No,
you.
no, that's
She
bourbon.
has
That's bourbon and Coke.
Bourbon and Coke.
And this is vodka and
Hey,
soda.
Mama Val has her liquor. We are.
Yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. Hey, we've had a few shows like that.
Yeah, well, we did. We have a few shows like that.
Oh,
People were
wow.
lit by the end of the show.
Hey,
Really?
Lit.
Oh.
Lit. I like to lit. Swinging from the roof.
oh, we're breaking news apparently.
Okay. That was on purpose because I said swinging from the roof.
Oh yeah.
Today,
Today, breaking
you
news.
didn't get it.
The Backwoods Brothers. So,
Holy cow.
Val, we are coming up at the end of our time here.
Dang.
I just wanted to ask, do you have anything you want to share or say to kind of end us out here?
Oh, I don't know. I think I've shared a lot. I just love this. My thing is I just love this community. I've been here for 32 years, had my business for 18 years, and I know a lot of people, and we welcome new people here, but I mean, it's just growing so fast. In one aspect, I live here because it's a small town, and that's my personal side. But I mean, for my business, it's great. But you know what? I just want it to kind of stop or slow down or something. I don't want any more business. What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's just
Keep it the.
I would like it to say the hometown, small town feel.
Yes.
And it's
you
more
know,
from the heart.
Yes, and
Which is hard to describe. Yeah.
And
Awesome.
Gotta keep the community.
Huh?
Gotta keep that community feel.
You have to keep the community feel. You know, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what people are fearing the most.
Well, everybody's always like, "Oh, I know you're loving it because your business is doing, is doing good." Well, my business was doing good before that, and not yes and no, more so.
I hear you.
I mean, that's just like,
You keep me on for
people
another
that come
hour.
in and it's kind of sad. People that come in and because I work the bar, I work my place, and see people that come in and they gamble and they have gambling issues. It's quite obvious I don't want their money. I don't, because they have problem. They have a gambling problem. I can't tell them that, but I think it in my head, and I know who they are. And so when they leave, I just say a little prayer for them. Please, Lord, take this problem away. Take their help them with their gambling problems. Or not just gambling, alcohol.
That is the heart.
Alcohol too.
But that's the small town heart. The small town heart sees not the item, they see the person.
Absolutely.
And we want to not forget to see people.
Absolutely.
Damn straight.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people come and go in my bar that I met just coming through my bar that became part of my family, and they've come and they've passed away, and it's sad, but that's all part of it. And like I say, I just say a little prayer in my head and hope that the Lord will help them with their issues.
Wow.
One of the things I love about our show here is we have lots of fun, we laugh, and we kind of get into these things. But I mean, through all the shows we do with Tony and things, we get these periods where we really get a chance to get the heart out. Sometimes. I've seen a lot more of Tony's heart, than just in private, but also come out on the show and just sharing the passions that he has and just the thoughts and his hearts, how he loves the people and loves the community here, and he just lets it out there. And we have guests like you come on and it just real life things, and it's just awesome. That's one of the reasons why I love doing the show, is because it's real. I mean, it's real and it's live. I mean, there's no pre-rehearsed anything. We did not pre-rehearse him growing up here suddenly, and then it's suddenly falling off his face.
Right. Well, if I could say one more thing to that, Joel's saying that to us, but it's him and from his hard work created what you get to watch and what you get to interact with from week to week. And so what matters is you, most of all. And because we present to you, we want to keep this thing going, and that takes
it takes you guys, liking, sharing, subscribing, getting on and buying merchandise, because it costs money to run this thing.
Buy merchandise.
And we didn't have great supporters like Val from Mission Post here and stuff to do that. It really helps. That's why we create the shirts and things, because those help pay the bill. I mean, the lights cost money and things, but it also takes people interacting with us and getting on here and talking to us, because that's what makes the show. You
make it rich.
Definitely. So, but hey, thanks for joining us, guys. It was a great show tonight.
It was.
Don't forget to join tomorrow for Brandy's show. She's got some good stuff to go over. I'm not gonna spill the beans. So, and
I'm cheering in my head about that. Trying to behave myself.
Hey guys, thank you.
The Ritalin wearing off.
Yes. Love you, Esticator.
Yeah. Woo! Val. And we will see you. There you go. Wait, I don't know what this is. There we go.
Okay. Oh, the heart.
We will see you guys next week, 7 o'clock, right here on Backwoods Brothers.
Yay!